Hello and welcome to Unqualified Game Chat episode 33. Look at me. I'm your host, Zara Lopez. And with me today, my co-host, Spencer, the Legacy.
Hello, everyone.
33 episodes in the bag.
That's nuts. It feels like just a month ago, we were talking about the tall vampire lady and giggling. And here we are.
3 months later for how many?
30. Well, 4 weeks, so 4 episodes a month. So
ooh, you doing that math? It's at least
it's like 8 months.
It's like 8 months. Jeez,
Holy
Louise.
moly.
Wow, our friendship is so beautiful.
It's true. It's fucking magnificent.
How are you today?
I'm as good as you can be the day after Norm Macdonald died. So not great, but
a tragedy.
Still here.
Do you have a favorite Norm Macdonald joke?
I do. It was when he was on the last episode of Conan, and he brought the gift basket that had the letter about how Conan. He's like, "This is from months ago." Conan, you finally got the night show. I know that you can't possibly be a terrible failure. They can never take it from you. And Conan's like crying. Obviously, no one can do justice to Norm's delivery. You should watch these clips yourself.
Yeah, it's impossible. I think one of my favorite jokes he did was he's like, when the doorbell rings, why does a dog get so excited? It's rarely for them. I just think about that. Stupid.
He had so many lines like that are just perfect.
Yeah, he's a great man. I model my humor. It's kind of modeled after Norm Macdonald meets Tim and Eric. Very dry, very edgy. Yeah. I'm sure people who listen to me for at least 10 minutes already know not to take me too seriously.
What I took from him is I don't care if people don't get it. Just keep going. Just keep going with the bit. It doesn't matter. Even if no one's entertained, as long as you're having a good time.
I love it.
All that counts.
But rest in peace, man. Like you're
Canadian legend.
Yeah, definitely. Well, on that note, this
video
podcast
games.
Video games Norm. This podcast is recorded every week, posted to podcast services and YouTube on Thursdays. And it's a show where Spencer and we get around to talking about stuff.
Yeah, life, games, love. Who knows?
Who knows what you're gonna get?
Who knows?
It's like a Wonder Ball. Did you ever eat a Wonder Ball?
Is that like a Kinder Egg?
It's kind of like a Kinder Egg, but it had like little candy. It's like a chocolate ball with candy inside, and it had a nice theme song.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not gonna sing it because
no, you're not gonna recite it. I was expecting that.
It's like because I feel it's just so ridiculous.
Oh, that makes it even better.
It's like what's in a Wonder Ball? That's about it.
That was good, man. You should take that on the road.
Thanks, dude. But that's kind of like our show here, and I kind of just want to ask, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing WarioWare Get It Together, and having a good amount of fun with that. You know, WarioWare, it's a good series. It's a weird series. I love it. How weird it is.
It's one of the few Nintendo properties that doesn't stay $60.
Is that true?
I mean, the Wii ones, the other ones. I mean, I guess there was some platforming games, some older ones that are getting kind of rare.
Oh, like Wario Land.
Yeah, but the WarioWare series, you can pick them up for like $15-$20.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I've played most of them digitally over the years, or with a little R4 card back in the day. Don't tell anybody.
You're a bad boy.
I was a little kid. I couldn't afford games, but I had LimeWire.
You're a bad boy.
I was a bad boy, but I got this one. I have legally. I have it legally, and it's good.
Yeah, I stopped emulating games shortly after PSP.
PSP was like the booming era of emulation.
Oh yeah, it was just way too easy, and then I started putting on PlayStation games on it and Super Nintendo games on it, and then and I've told the story before, but once Hudson Soft closed, it affected me. I felt like I had something to do with it because I never bought their games, but
Azario killed Hudson. Oh.
But I love Bomberman that much.
You murdered him.
And yeah, when they closed, I felt pretty bad. So I decided that I would only buy games after that. But around that time, I just started getting into Call of Duty. So I mean, I only had to buy one game a year.
Yeah, you like transitioned.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah. Once you have Call of Duty, you don't need to buy games anymore.
It's like saying, "Oh, but then I got into Madden."
Yeah. Just play Madden for a year, buy one game a year.
It's wild. There's people who buy like PS5s just to play like Madden. I'm like, damn.
My brother's still playing Fallout 76. He's about 500, 600 hours into it.
Who is he? Dave Oshry?
He's a loser.
Oh man.
Fucking
your poor brother. You're
fucking
him.
Loser. I got him into Remnant of the Ashes not too long ago. He's been playing that. But he is definitely one of those people that plays a game to completion. And I'm jealous of it. Most of the time. So
yeah, because we're on that review grind. We don't have free time to play games.
Definitely. And I feel so bad about it too, because there's some new game pluses that I really want to buy. I really want to play, and I have to save them for the Christmas break because there's like 2 weeks where we don't get any games and news doesn't come about. So you're kind of at the mercy of just writing features about old games that you didn't get around to playing. Doing those
best games of this year that you should check out.
Yeah.
And then you have an excuse to play and ask for codes for
it's amazing.
All these games.
It's amazing. It doesn't even feel like Resident Evil 8 Village came out this year.
It's crazy.
It is a crazy year of releases, my friend.
It is. Like a friend asked, because I was like, oh, I think this is like one of the best games I've played this year. And he was like, what came out this year? And I was like, well, Ratchet, Resident Evil. It might have been you who said that. I don't remember. But I went off like a list of games and I was like, wow, this has been a big year.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a fast year, but it's been a big year.
It's going to be one of the better discussions of game of the years. I think we're going to get a there's no like contender that is just out of reach, there's like so far ahead that unreachable. I mean, last year Final Fantasy remake
that was everybody's top.
Kind of took the cake there. But let's talk about WarioWare. How are you getting into it? Are you having fun?
I'm enjoying it. This one is a bit different, which I like, where you play as like little avatars of the characters to do the mini games. And I wasn't sold on that at first, but after playing it, I like the idea because they're trying something new, which I always appreciate. But it can get a bit confusing because you have like 20 characters and they all have different abilities, and you have to, like, if you're playing with all of them, then they're like randomly picked. So each mini game you have a new one and you're like, what does this one do? How do I do this mini game with this person? Which can be a bit confusing. But at the same time, that makes the same micro games replayable because like one person can dash sideways, one person shoots upwards. So it's like, oh, you have to find new ways to do it. So I can appreciate it, but at the same time, it can get a little messy. But overall, it's a fun collection of weird micro games, and I think anything with Wario at the front is great because he's probably the funniest character Nintendo has. So
I love taking that game out with people around that don't play games. It's like that game and Catherine. I like to take out just to
see the reaction.
Just to see their reactions.
Yeah.
Catherine has a super good first opening hour.
Yeah.
So I that's why I take that one out, because it's quick with its dramatic turn, and then you get more invested later on. But in the beginning, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah,
and then if you make it to the end, you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, depending on who you choose as your ending, you're like, damn,
what the fuck happened? Yeah. So, but Wario definitely is just one of those games where you take it out and you can't not have fun.
yeah. I can just like anytime there's a weird mini game, I can just picture like some random Japanese developer who's like, wouldn't it be funny if you water a plant and a small naked bald man comes out? And they're like, yeah, let's do that. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm glad that happened.
Like they do anything, like picking nose hairs and just
like plucking armpit hairs and like shooing flies away, and like it's so silly. It's great.
I love it.
My aesthetic. I love it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's
what I've been playing.
When can people expect a review of that?
Oh, my review came out 2 days ago.
Oh shit! Check it out on monstervine.com.
Check it out. Go look. Go see. Thank you.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
What have I been playing that I can talk about?
That is always the question.
You know what? I'll talk about Eastward because it comes out when this podcast is posted, and people ask about it if we're going to be reviewing it or not. We got it a little late, so but I'm knocking it out of the park, as they say, and it's a super pretty game. It's a super pretty game. It has the aesthetic of your Chrono Trigger.
Very nice.
meets like Secret of Mana, because the action isn't turn-based. You just hit your frying pan around and hit enemies who are on the field, but it gets a little more complicated once you meet new people. And the idea is that you're underground and there's a whole world out there that you're going to discover. And you play as this character, John, who's a voiceless protagonist, but they like talk about how he just doesn't talk. Like it's not like he has like voices or like little speech bubbles. Like he is talking, he's just not talking. So he walks around with this girl Sam, and she kind of talks for him. And life is going pretty good for them. And then some things happen that send them out on a little adventure. It's pretty cool so far.
Nice.
The game I think is about 25 hours long. So I'm going to attempt to get at least 20 hours in and see where I'm at, if I want to complete the last 5 or not. But we'll see. And I'll have a review up. I just think people should know about this game because I don't see anyone talking about it. There's like here and there, people are like, oh, this game's really pretty. But honestly, I didn't know what it was until after I played it. I was thinking that it was a Chrono Trigger turn-based RPG. So when I saw an enemy for the first time, I ran into it thinking that we're going to
trigger a fight.
We're going to trigger a fight. But no, I had to press the action button, and I kind of like that they weren't like press this button to swing. You know, they just kind of throw you into it.
It's fun.
Pretty cool. I love all the environments, and there's like super cool interactivity with the levels. You can put bombs on the stage, so it's a lot like Zelda in that case, you know. And whenever you get a secret, you hear like do 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 or something like that, some fanfare. There's bosses, and you get extra hearts, so it does have a lot of Zelda themes to it.
Okay. Anyway, so Zelda fans, might find this especially appealing.
I love the lighting. The lighting's really good. It's a really good lighting.
What consoles is it on?
I believe it's on Switch and PC.
Okay.
Definitely PC. Definitely Switch. I don't know if it's on PS4 or Xbox One. Okay. I'm playing it on PC. It's just easier to record shit. Other than that, shit. What else am I playing? please look out for my Lost in Random review. We got that code late as well, but I've been playing it and nobody's fucking talking about it. You saw reviews go out last Friday, but what have you seen on Lost in Random? This game looks amazing, and EA puts it out and nothing, crickets. Nobody's talking about this game. Yeah. So I'm
out to die.
So expect my review coming out Friday. I'm writing it up, but I'll talk more about that next week or something. It's a weird week because a lot of the staff writers are doing a shit ton. September is fucking kicking our ass, dude.
Yeah, and October's big too.
What's big in October? I was hoping October was small.
There's Monkey Ball.
Oh yes.
There's Elm Lake Remastered.
Oh, whatever.
There's, as I sneakily take out my phone.
Oh, I guess we'll have to do yay or nay.
Oh yeah, we will next week. That's Far Cry 6, isn't it? And Metroid and Back 4 Blood and Battlefield. Oh no, Battlefield got delayed today, didn't it?
No, Metroid's coming out. Wow.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Fatal Frame.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We have some cool features coming out too. Now that you remind me, so be on the lookout. We got some noisy pixel reveals.
Oh my!
Sitting on some gold mines over here.
How scandalous!
Yes. Pins and needles, as they say. Moving on to our topic, I want to talk to you about. There's this video going around, Spencer, and I know you didn't watch it.
I didn't know about it until right before this episode when you said, let's talk about this.
There's some game collectors that are messing with the prices of used video games. It's game grading. You know about game grading?
Mm-hmm.
And then they sell it for like $1,000 on eBay. And the fuck is buying these games that they'll never open?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, not gamers. That's for sure. There's no
collectors.
But is that even collecting at that point? It's like you're investing, right? It's like you think it's an investment.
Yeah, it's like the people who buy like every variant cover of a comic book because they're like, this is going to be valuable one day.
Yeah,
but they don't read it. It's sealed in a bag.
I knew people who would do that, and they'll buy 3 of each: one to read, one to read, one to sell. Case. Yeah. And like they'll come out each week, each comic book day, or whenever comic books come out, and they'll come out with like $300, and they only bought like 4 or 5 comics. You know, those are pretty cheap too. Comics are pretty cheap. But yeah, there's definitely people that do that. Yeah, man. So the idea is that I completely forgot the fucking video too. It's more like an investigative video. You know what? This is the kind of great journalism you get on this podcast. I want to get the YouTuber right though. So his name is Carl Jobst. And it's the title of the video is Exposing Fraud and Deception in the Retro Video Game Market. It has 1.1 million views right now.
Wow.
So,
when you hit a mill, that's huge.
Yep. And already there's other like smaller time YouTubers that are jumping off of his good work. So anyway, this idea is that there's this company called Wada Games who are grading games and then selling them for an astronomical price on a heritage auction site, and they're not providing how many there are. So there could be like 500 sealed Atari Golfs, I don't know, and they're all selling for 5,000 or whatever. Wow. And but they're altering the market by doing some shady shit. And you know, we I guess you collect video games, I'm sure.
Yeah. I can't compete with you, but I do.
There are some games that I don't think I'll ever own.
Oh yeah,
that's sad. You know, I look at games like Kuon and even now Clock Tower 2. It's Suikoden 2, Suikoden 5. They're getting so up there, and I don't think they're that rare because they're always available. And so we put the price on it. You know, we put the price that we believe these things are worth, right?
Yeah.
So if I believe that, and I actually got a little, I pulled the trigger one time recently. I bought Parasite Eve 2.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And I saw the price going up and I freaked out because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend over $200 for Parasite Eve 2. I was watching the price go up. So I bought it for $170. I bought Parasite Eve 2 because I want to own this game, but I don't want to spend more than $200. And I'm being as transparent with you as possible. Bought it for $170. Right now, you can get it for $100.
Oh.
And those, you know, $10 differences, $20 differences that I see every now and then, that doesn't hurt me as much. But when it's more than 50, I fucked up.
Yeah, that's rough. That's like when you buy something and there's a sale the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
yeah,
it's the opposite of FOMO.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a ridiculous feeling that I kind of put myself into. You know, I did that to myself. You know, I didn't need to buy Parasite Eve 2, but I feel bad. You know, I feel bad that there's these people out here that have way too much money and are just messing with prices. You know,
that sucks for people, especially people who are like starting to collect and they're trying to get games that they're passionate about.
I'll tell you right now, dude, it's so hard. It is so hard. If you're starting, not only is it fucking difficult because GameStop stopped showing PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii games. They don't have them out there anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking insane. Where did they all go? Why not? Like, is merchandise so important to you that you can't have a wall of PS3 games?
Yeah, they gotta fit the Funko Pops, dude.
It's stuff like that really sucks because I don't like buying used off of GameStop's online store because you don't know if you're going to get the case or anything. They don't tell you what it comes with.
Yeah. So
I generally stay away from that. But the prices are always a lot better than what you're going to find on eBay or in the used game shop for that matter. Even so recently Silent Hill games blew up in price. And now they're going back down, thankfully. But I don't know. How do you see the used game market going in the future?
That's tough because stupider things have taken off, like NFTs. Like people are willing to invest that much in that than a game which has nostalgia combined with a physical object can really wring money out of people. So I'm assuming it's going to continue like this, and I think it might get worse because like when it comes to graded stuff, like it's always a racket. I find like card grading, that kind of thing it's always crazy. And I haven't seen the video as you said, but it strikes me that like I remember a time where, well, I mean, it's pretty much every generation. Like you can get stuff from the previous generation for a pretty decent price, and then you examine when it goes up, like when the next generation comes. So, but it seems like there's no longer that gap where like certain games on like the PS3 and PS4 are like already rare, and that's crazy. So I can picture it getting worse. I'm not sure though. What about you?
I think it's getting worse the more that stuff like this blows up because then you have these popular YouTubers that also affect the market. There's retro YouTubers that when they say the name of a game, the prices just go up, and all because they said this game is rare.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, and so I have two games that are considered extremely rare here, and I'm going to show them to you. It's Persona 1 and Persona 2, which I don't think this is not the real Persona 2. Yeah, this is just
Isn't it like half of it? Like there's Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin, and we got one of them on PS1, and we got the other one on PSP.
Yes.
If I recall, someone's gonna yell at me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, who really knows? Who's really a Persona fan?
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei heads.
Yeah, or this is a SMT family.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, I own both of these games, and they're like, people are selling them for like $400 a piece now.
Just because of how big Persona's gotten.
It's really pretty though. Really,
it is really nice.
Really pretty.
We
pretty
were
games.
Talking at it before the show. We were
just
look at the manuals.
But I feel bad even having access to games like this, because there are people out there that really want to play them and they can't. And me just talking about it might encourage someone to list theirs, but list theirs at like a higher price. So I see a game like Blue Reflection from Koei Tecmo on PS4. That game's like $120 right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's nuts.
And that's a PS4 game. And I mean, I'm concerned about game collecting, because the more people talk about it, it used to be you go to a swap meet and you can get away with like, oh shit, that person has a fucking X game, and they're trying to sell it for like $100 off. They don't know the price, so you buy it super rare. But now you go to a flea market and they know.
Yeah, they know
this price. This is an expensive game. You're gonna pay me expensive prices. That's the sucky part. Is because you're getting all these people involved, and my thing is, do the bidding on eBay. Get the prices as low as possible. It's you don't need the games right now. If you're going to bid on a game, you choose the price that you want to pay. Go to pricecharts.com, see what other people are paying for, and say, I'm going to pay that price. That is the most I will pay, and don't cave, because when you cave, someone else is going to get it for that price or cheaper. I promise you, it'll come. There's no shortage of games unless it's like fucking stadium events, or you're going, at some point in your life, you're going to get that game physical, but you do not need it right now. What I do, I don't know how you collect, but I know that there's some $500 games out there that I will not buy right off the bat. So what I do, is I put away $50 a month.
Oh, smart.
And once I hit the mark, I ask myself, okay, I saved up this much. Am I willing to buy that game now? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, it's all about that cooldown period.
And it could be less, right? You could put away $10. Don't go to Taco Bell one day and put away $10 a month. You don't need to you're not. I just like, I feel bad, having the opportunity to have so many games. I started collecting 5-6 years ago. I finally got an okay job. after college that I could afford games, and but it was at a good time to start buying games. They were still cheap. I just feel bad for people getting into it now. There's really a closed door, and I feel grateful that I have the opportunity to own some of the games that I do. But I am one of the people that really enjoy like sharing this, and I think in the future, you and I will find ways to do more retro coverage on the show. Because just to highlight some of these games, because there's everyone talks about Suikoden 2, everyone talks about the rare games, you know, no one talks about some of the games that are not really seen, but like Chocobo's Dungeon 2. The fuck?
Hell yeah.
The fuck's talking about Chocobo's Dungeon 2?
But they should be.
They should be.
They
really should be. It's a pretty good game. It's pretty good.
All a retro game needs to be. It's like pretty good. It should have attention if it's pretty good.
Did you ever play the Dragon Quest spin-off Tornico? Or
I didn't have the PS1 game. I didn't have Tornico's, I don't know what it's called, Tornico's Big Fat Day Out or something. His mystery dungeon, whatever.
I own that.
Wanted it.
I owned that. I owned it, but I don't know what happened to it. How much is that now? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna tell you.
Gonna find out.
Oh, it's not that. Oh,
not much.
Never mind. I spoke too soon.
How much is it?
It's well, the PAL version seems pretty cheap. It's like $6.99 for a disc on PAL.
Wow.
I have to get the English version. There's a lot of games that I owned as a kid that my dad fucking gave away.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. The people who are selling Tornico are all selling it brand new. No one's selling it used right now. And they're trying.
It's one of those games that there were a lot of copies of, probably.
They're trying to sell it for $500.
Oh my.
Yeah, fuck off.
That's a lot for a spin-off.
Get the fuck out of here. Someone's trying to sell their brand new copy for $1,500.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Get the fuck out of here.
The gall.
Get the fuck out of here. $1,500 for a terrible dungeon crawler roguelike.
You could buy like a sealed mainline like Dragon Quest V for that.
It seems
like less than that.
On price charts, it seems that it goes for like $130 every other week. It's well, so 120, but it seems like 100 is like a good price to pay.
Yeah.
Someone got it for 73. It's pretty good.
Nice. That's pretty good.
But yeah, fuck. Don't spend that much money on the game. Just track.
Be patient.
It's all about the weight game, and choose your systems. Don't fucking choose GameCube.
Yeah.
GameCube games will kill you.
I just think back to seeing so many GameCube games for like $5, but being a kid and not having any money and being like, oh, if I had $40 back then, I could have a whole library.
Yeah. I collected Vita for a long time, and I think right now my focus is PS2, just because I missed the PS2 era of games. I haven't beat Wild Arms 3. And I love yeah. Tell me about it.
And you're the biggest Wild Arms head I know.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I hate that I haven't beat that game. Pains me to even admit it, really.
But it feels good to
let it off my chest.
I haven't beat Wild Arms 3.
Yeah, I think our conversation on collecting, it sucks. It sucks to be a gamer right now because your hobby has a price put on it now.
Yeah. Being monetized by the fat cats.
Yeah. People with way too much money.
People aren't even going to dang open it.
You know, there's always going to be someone, right? There's always going to be someone that's trying to market off of our hobbies, but we can't let them. We got to stand strong.
It's true.
That's all I got to say this week.
the Azario Power Hour, where this topic hit a nerve.
And
Finally, it all came out.
Yeah. We should say, we should add to the end of this show a game that we think you should play. So, what's a game that you think our readers or listeners, viewers should play? I'll say there's a game called Mary Skelter on Vita, and it's a dungeon crawler RPG. It has Halloween vibes. I believe they ported it to Switch. I'm not sure. I know Mary Skelter 2 is on Switch, but I think that comes with Mary Skelter 1 as well. But great game, great story. Mary Skelter finale comes out next month or this month. I'm not sure. I think next month. And yeah, really, really excited. Really good game. And that's my pick of the week for an old game that I think you should play.
How old are we talking here? How old should I get?
You can just say any game. You're fine.
Any game. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking Dragon Quest Builders. You know what? It's not old. It's not that old. It's like, what, 5 years? But that makes it easy to go by. Not the
second one.
Well, I think the second one's better.
Yes.
But I think the first one still has... You're never going to go back to the first one if you played the second one first.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so many quality of life improvements.
Yes.
But if you start with the first one, it's not like glaring. You can start with that and then move on. First one's probably cheaper right now too. It's not just like a Minecraft clone.
But it is
charming. No, it's like its own thing.
But it is.
And it's so charming.
Kinda.
And it's an alternate Dragon Quest world.
It's kind of like
a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Listen, my first N4G 100 degree article was Dragon Quest Builders preview. It's not just a Minecraft clone.
Ooh, what a headline.
Got more than 100 degrees, baby.
Ooh.
That was my big one. But I recommend it. That's my big one.
Brother, I hit 100 degrees every goddamn week.
Listen, I hit it, couple every 6 weeks. That's not bad.
I don't post on there too often. Too lazy.
That's fair.
I barely post on OpenCritic. For viewers who don't know, for OpenCritic, you have to write in your own reviews after they're published or schedule them. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't know what it's like on Metacritic, so I can't compare.
Oh, they do it automatically.
Oh, wow.
It's a fucking vacation over in Metacritic world, dude.
Oh.
We're all just chilling.
I can't believe you're such an elite. You became such a Hollywood elite on me.
I changed once we got on Metacritic. Things haven't really been the same between us.
Always just eating caviar and talking about how, Spencer, you're doing so well for you.
Yeah, when you walk over the table, being with the big wigs.
This is my delightful bumpkin friend.
This is he's so
the boonies.
He's so silly. He's so silly.
They post on OpenCritic.
He once bragged that he hit 100 degrees on N4G.
Isn't that quaint? Isn't that adorable?
Do you remember when you hit 100 degrees? Yes, I hit it last week.
I hit it this morning. Typical Hollywood elite Azario and his friends talking down to me.
Oh, what a peasant. What a peasant.
Oh, it's so hard being mocked by my friends.
So, Spencer, are you going to stand here with us or are you going to general admission?
Spencer, you can't come in this way. You have to buy games sometimes? Oh, my.
E3 only gave you 2 press passes?
I haven't been in a game store in 7 years.
Nintendo didn't book you for a scheduled walkthrough?
No, they didn't get us either. Yeah. Anyway, I have to go. Unrelated.
Have fun in general admission.
Oh, you're such an elite. I hate it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Changed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm this way.
You're no longer the humble, quiet boy I met at a. I don't even remember the first time we met at this point.
No. It's different. It's very different now.
World now.
Okay. Well, that was a great way to end the show. Thank you for that.
That was an excellent way to end it.
Have a good week, and let us know what you're playing or what you're doing. Hope you enjoyed this nonsensical, unqualified game chat.
So long, everyone.
Noisy Pixel.